We'll stay with Extinction because I'm off. The future's here.
Yes, I'm here. Actually, I wasn't meant to be here, but Martine's off sick today, so I've got...
That's interesting.
So I've got the unenviable task of saying goodbye. I have breaking news, because you're leaving us.
I am, yeah.
Which I'm very sad about. They're sad about it out there as well. You wouldn't believe it.
I know, I've seen all the champagne cock.
They are drinking champagne. I don't know what that says about you, but...
I know, they all seem quite happy about it.
How
anyway.
many years has it been?
17 and a half.
17 and a half years, man and boy. Well, we're very sad about it, and I'm sure many, many viewers out there are sad about it as well, because you've been a large...
They're not happy.
They are, because you've been a large part at Afternoon Live. Shall we have a walk, hand in hand?
Yeah,
down
like I
memory
have
lane?
a choice. Well, let's
have a look.
Good morning and welcome to BBC News. Plans for privately run drunk tanks to tackle alcohol-fueled disorder have been backed by police chiefs. Under the proposals, drunk troublemakers will be taken to cells run by private firms and have to pay for it once they've sobered up. Well, plenty more to come from here, of course. None of it news, because that'll come from Buckingham Palace. But that won't stop us. We'll see you later. Rachel.
Simon, glad to hear it. Thanks very much indeed, Simon McCoy there for us.
Now, you're watching BBC News. Just bear in mind it is August. This does not look like a walk in the park. Dog owners and their pets in California have hit the waves in the second annual World Dog Surfing Championships. Here are the pictures.
There's also style.
There are also prizes for the best dressed and tandem surfing dogs. The winner, of course, being crowned top dog. That's a shame. We've run out of pictures.
We're now coming to the big dip. Oh, sorry.
Well, anyway, I'm just interested because you've helped coordinate this campaign. Sorry, Boris, just a second. You helped coordinate this Labour campaign.
And his feebleness in the Brexit negotiations.
Just a second.
Sorry, he's just been shouting in my ear.
Well, but a piece. Eric, it's a great pleasure to meet you. Eric Sharden, thank you so much.
Have you finished? You finished now?
I have. Great pleasure to meet you.
So what will you do with this?
Well, we're still on. I've got a bit of work to do.
You'll take a bit of it. Stick it in.
You've just been on live across the nation. I should have warned you of that beforehand.
No, you told me.
Now I tell you. Thank you so much. It was really great to see you. Very good afternoon to you. I think it's still afternoon. You're watching Afternoon Live from BBC News.
Is there any reason why...
Someone with a sense of humour there.
Is there any reason why every director in that box has grey hair?
Well, it's because most of them are quite old. I should mention we're losing Paul Risley, who's a director who I've worked with for many years here, and we'll miss him as well. I'm just watching that because, yeah, we cover serious stuff, but perhaps the most remarkable thing I've ever done is the annual D-Day commemorations at Aramosh and talking to veterans. Do you know, we have a fantastic job. We meet some amazing people. Sorry, I get choked up.
Yeah.
Just watching the interview.
I know.
You meet fabulous
We are the
people.
luckiest people
Yeah,
sometimes.
we are.
I'm going to tell an anecdote, because we go back all the way to the Lebanon War. Do you remember this?
I do.
And we were working in an office together, and it was a rather posh office, actually.
Yeah, they had fish tank.
It had a fish tank. We had a fish tank in the middle of the office.
Oh,
and as the war progressed, I realised that no one in the BBC was actually feeding these fish. And so I started to feed them. And Simon thought this was very funny because they were dying one by one through the course of the war. And
well, I don't think it was that funny.
But as we went forward...
I could be sacked for this. Oh, it doesn't matter.
As we went forward... Every two-way I did, every time you interviewed me, there was always a fish reference which took us back to these times in Lebanon. So it would be, give us a sense of place, Christian, or it would be, is there a porpoise to this two-way? And so we bonded over that and we formed a friendship, but you've been a really good colleague, and I, for one, will very much miss you, and I know everybody out there is going to miss you as well.
Thank you very much. The important people, and I think what we in the news channel certainly have done, is the audience. And in Afternoon Live, I think we built up people who just liked what we did, trusted us, and I will miss the BBC hugely. It is a remarkable place. And yes, we've put the audience first, and I think that's been really important.
Most people get a gold clock, but you get a block of A4 paper.
Do you know, it is the nature of this business. You're remembered for things like that. I'll be remembered for surfboarding dogs, this, standing outside that wretched hospital, talking about something that wasn't news. Do you know, when I spoke to William afterwards, and he just said, we love the baby stuff. And I'm standing with Prince William. I said, Your Royal Highness, you mean the birth of your son? He said, yeah, it was great. He said, we were watching inside and you got it just right. Yeah. And, you know, all the papers are saying, oh, how dare they. I think we've just touched, I think, the mood. I hope that's what we've done. And it's been a great privilege to work here.
And they called him George and not Simon.
There's still time.
Do you want to do the honours? Do you want to throw us to the weather for the last time?
I'm going to the wrong camera, but that's partly because Paul Rice is directing and he's never been very good. Here with the weather for the last time, it's Helen Willits. Thank you.
Thank you very much for some fantastic throws over the years as well. If you are stepping out the door, we do have some showers around at the moment. Some sunshine as well, a very spring-like sort of day, and that sort of weather that we've had through the day will just continue on its merry way throughout the rest of the afternoon. So some showers across southern England as well. They've been on and off around the London region, right the way across towards Somerset as well. Then we've got all this shower activity further north as west. There's some heavy ones in there. There's some hail and thunder in there as well. But equally, between the showers, we've got some spells of sunshine, and temperatures have responded to that strengthening March sunshine to 14 or 15 degrees in the south, 12s in the north in the sunshine. The showers just keep going as we head through the night. In fact, they merge into a longer spell of rain. This is a cold weather front heading our way for tonight and tomorrow. So with all the cloud and with the wind strengthening, we should be largely frost-free, but it will feel much colder by the end of the night in the northwest because our cold weather front is introducing, you guessed it, cold air. So we're going to see a temperature drop tomorrow for most of us and definitely a cooler feel. So there's some sunshine and some showers ahead of our weather front then for most of us, 2 or 3 hours of rain, some quite heavy rain on that weather front and blustery winds as well, a windier day tomorrow. Then some sunshine follows, but the showers progressively will be more of sleet and snow over the hills and even the hills in southern areas potentially by the time we get to the evening. So look at the temperatures after the 12s today, just 8 in the north. Still hanging on to double figures just about in the south because we've got that morning rain with us, which clears away eventually tomorrow evening. Then it's then clear spells and showers. I mentioned the fact they could be wintry further south, certainly so. So a colder night, widespread frost across the north. In the south as well, we could see some frost in rural areas because we've got high pressure building into the start of Saturday. Saturday night, though, brings in some more wet and windy weather. That starts to push its way southwards during Sunday as well. So a bit of a mixed bag this weekend. Saturday looking like the drier day of the two for many areas, but there's still quite a bit of cloud around. I wouldn't like to rule out a few drizzly showers here and there, and then more rain coming in later in the day. But temperatures perhaps recovering a little bit on Saturday, given the fact that you've got a southwesterly. But then by Sunday, and at this stage, we're not sure about the detail, but it looks as if that weather front's pushing southwards. And again, we return to showers in the north. Stay up to date, of course, here on the channel.